Why doesn't anybody know anything about Charlie Kirk's parents? I just saw a video about this, and it had literally never occurred to me that no one is talking about. We have not heard from or seen footage of anybody other than Erika and the freaking vice president and Usha anywhere involved in the situation.
Grab a seat, because Dave Chappelle just shook the whole internet with what he said about Charlie Kirk's shooting. He's stepping right into the middle of it, and what he's saying is wild. Word is, Dave's accusing the FBI of pushing fake info about what really went down, saying the agency purposely spread confusion to distract the public from the real truth. According to Dave, it's all a psychological game to stop people from digging too deep. But here's where things get even crazier. Dave says he can't believe nobody's questioning why Charlie's own parents didn't show up to his memorial. Like, what's really going on there? And he didn't stop there. Dave's also claiming that Charlie's parents allegedly cut off Erika Kirk completely after finding out she was supposedly used as a honey trap in Charlie's life. That's some wild stuff right there. And Dave's not pulling punches. He's saying this whole thing might be a full-on government cover-up. He's claiming the feds have literally gagged Charlie's parents from speaking out, silencing them from exposing what they might know about Erika's alleged involvement. For anyone just tuning in, this story's exploding fast. Investigations into Charlie's shooting got people seriously side-eyeing the feds, especially after those so-called official statements started looking shady and inconsistent. This is getting deep. That's when the internet went full detective mode. People started running their own private investigations because they were convinced the FBI was hiding major details, like who the real shooter was and what actually motivated the attack. It didn't take long before Candace Owens jumped straight into the chaos. She was super close with Charlie, so of course she's been deep in this case herself, and she's coming for answers. Candace didn't hold back one bit. She straight up accused the FBI of spreading lies and twisting the story. One of the biggest claims she tore apart was that the alleged shooter, Tyler Robinson, got turned in by his own father. Candace said that's false. She claims Tyler was actually caught during a major sting operation when the home he shared with his partner got raided. That's a whole different story. And y'all remember that FBI video, the one where the shooter's seen sprinting and jumping off a roof right after taking the shot? Well, Candace came through with receipts. She revealed that Tyler Robinson supposedly had partial paralysis in his right leg, meaning there's just no way he could have run or jumped like that. She said it's physically impossible. If what Candace is saying checks out, this whole FBI story might be falling apart right in front of us. And of course, the internet did what it always does. It started digging deep.
I just got a tip that busts the CK case wide open. Tyler Robinson has partial paralysis in his right leg. And that's how people identified him, not from the photographs.
And his family, who has since been interrogated, specifically stated to FBI interrogators that because of the video that the FBI released at my direction, and because of the photographs that they released, they identified their son.
This means that his unusual gait, his limp, was not because there was a rifle down his pants. And those of us with eyeballs already knew this. But this confirms it. This also explains why we never saw a perp walk, why they used all these still photos, and why they only showed him limping one time when he's on the way.
Before long, people found old clips proving Candace might have been right all along, showing Tyler really did have problems with his right leg. That instantly blew up online and had everyone questioning what was really happening.
They should all know this. If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea. You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country. in this world, you have no idea. You have no idea the fire that you have.
Why were the feds so focused on blaming Tyler when things weren't adding up? Something was definitely off. But it wasn't just the feds catching heat. Erika Kirk started getting serious side eyes after that speech she gave just days after Charlie's shooting. People couldn't help but notice. She didn't seem like someone heartbroken or grieving hard. Now, to be fair, some defended her, saying everyone handles pain differently. And maybe her calm, strong look was her way of honoring Charlie's legacy. Still, it didn't stop people from talking. Then came the memorial, and that moment really set the internet on fire. Erika walked onto that stage like she was stepping into a concert, not a memorial. And when she hugged President Trump, it instantly became headline news because of how close and comfortable they looked together. But just when folks thought all the drama around Charlie Kirk's shooting had finally cooled off, since no one's proven who the real shooter was, and Tyler Robinson's already been taken to court, Dave Chappelle jumped right back into the mix with some wild, heavy accusations that reignited everything. According to some inside whispers, Dave Chappelle is straight up calling out the FBI, accusing them of spreading intentional misinformation to twist the whole story around Charlie Kirk's shooting. And Dave's not holding back at all. He allegedly said it's fine for people to do their own digging, but there are too many big questions nobody's asking. And he thinks that's not by accident. Something's being controlled, and Dave's convinced it's all part of a bigger play. Then he dropped some serious tea. Dave pointed out how nobody's questioning why Charlie's own parents and close relatives were completely missing from his memorial. That's wild considering Charlie was super close with his family. According to Dave, that alone should have made people stop and ask, what's really going on here? But Dave wasn't done yet, not even close. He claimed that after Charlie passed, things between Erika Kirk and Charlie's family totally fell apart.
Today, as we honor Charlie with this incredible Presidential Medal of Freedom on his birthday, I see here with tears and just humbled heart and spirit, because his story reminds us all that to live free is the greatest gift, but to die free is the greatest victory. I have spent 7.5 years trying to find the perfect birthday gift for Charlie.
Allegedly, Erika didn't even invite them to the memorial because tension had already been brewing long before his death. And since the memorial was reportedly arranged with federal involvement, Dave says Erika had a say in who got invited and who didn't. That's where it all starts looking real suspicious. Something about this just doesn't sit right. People online caught on fast. They noticed right away that Charlie's parents and Erika were nowhere near on the same page. It was even reported that when President Trump gave Erika the Presidential Medal of Freedom in Charlie's honor, they arrived separately. That moment had everyone's eyebrows raised high. According to Dave, things between Erika and Charlie's family got real messy behind the scenes. He's alleging that Charlie's family discovered Erika was actually planted in his life, a honey trap, sent to keep him under control and push a certain agenda. And when the people pulling strings behind the curtain felt Charlie was slipping out of their grip, they supposedly made a bold move, removing him from the picture and turning Erika into the new face of Turning Point. That's wild if true. But Dave didn't stop there. He's claiming this runs deeper, saying there's a high-level effort to silence Charlie's family completely. He alleges the government has been gagging them from speaking out because they know too much, like how Erika was allegedly placed in Charlie's life, knew what was about to happen, had foreign intel ties, and somehow took over Turning Point America right after his passing. That's heavy stuff. And honestly, as wild as it sounds, some of it weirdly lines up. Think about it. Charlie's parents and siblings have been totally off the radar since the shooting. No interviews, no statements, nothing. It's like they vanished while the spotlight stayed glued on Erika. The idea of her being a honeypot might sound crazy, but the way she's been moving sure isn't helping shut those rumors down. Now here's where things start getting real dark. Dave Chappelle is supposedly saying that after Charlie's death, several insiders tried to speak up but were quickly silenced. He claims a few staff members from Turning Point who questioned the situation either quit suddenly or were forced out without explanation. According to Dave, it's almost like anyone who tried to expose what was happening behind the scenes got handled real fast. That's crazy. Dave's also hinting that powerful people might have been pulling strings to keep certain info buried. He allegedly said the government didn't just cover up parts of the investigation, they also rewrote the entire timeline of events to make Erika look innocent and loyal. And what's even wilder, Dave claims there were mysterious money transfers and deleted records connected to Turning Point right after Charlie's passing. He's saying this isn't just a personal tragedy, it's part of a bigger agenda. Now the internet's been doing what it does best, connecting dots. People are pulling up old interviews where Erika seemed to know about security threats before they were even public. Others found that key documents about the shooter and the investigation disappeared from public archives days after Dave's claims went viral. It's got people asking whether there's more to Charlie's death than anyone's being told. At this point, the story's spiraling. We've got rumors of silenced insiders, missing files, and a media blackout that feels way too convenient. If what Dave's saying has even a grain of truth, this might not just be another conspiracy. This could be something way bigger hiding in plain sight. Now here's the wildest part yet. Dave Chappelle reportedly dropped one of his most shocking claims so far. He said that Charlie Kirk might have discovered something major about the people funding his organization just before his death. According to Dave, Charlie was planning to go public with documents that could have exposed how Turning Point was allegedly being used as a political pawn by outside interests. And that's when everything suddenly went downhill. That's insane. Dave's sources supposedly told him that Charlie had started distancing himself from certain donors and was preparing to step away completely. But before he could do it, he was taken out. And within days, Erika was promoted and the whole operation kept running like nothing happened. That timing alone has people on edge. Online, folks are digging deep, claiming that several big-name figures connected to the organization went completely silent around that time. No statements, no condolences, nothing. And the craziest part, some users found that a few old social media posts tied to Turning Point suddenly vanished, like someone was scrubbing history clean. Dave allegedly said, "You don't erase the truth unless you've got something to hide." And that line right there sent shockwaves through the internet. People are calling this one of the biggest political mysteries of the year, a mix of power, money, and silence that just doesn't add up. Whether Dave's claims are totally true or not, the timing, the silence, and the missing pieces make this whole story way too suspicious to ignore. Ever since Charlie's passing, people can't help but notice something feels off about Erika Kirk. Every time she's appeared on TV since his death, she hasn't looked like someone lost in grief. Not even close. Viewers remember that speech she gave right after the shooting, the way she carried herself at the memorial, and how she jumped back into hosting Charlie's podcast like nothing ever happened. That energy rubbed a lot of folks the wrong way. Dave Chappelle's claims about Charlie's family cutting Erika off only made things wilder. Fans flooded the internet with comments saying things like, "Erika's tears look fake," and "she forgave the shooter too fast." Some even pointed out that before meeting Charlie, Erika ran a social project and had a totally different lifestyle, calling her too polished and too political. Others expressed heartbreak, saying it hurts to see Charlie's parents fade into silence while Erika takes center stage every time. And that's what's breaking people's hearts. The total absence of Charlie's family. No interviews, no statements, nothing. Just Erika front and center, smiling for cameras and keeping the spotlight burning. Some believe she's silencing the family, while others think maybe they chose to stay quiet and mourn privately. But either way, something about it still feels off. So, what do you think? Was Charlie's family pushed out of the picture, or did they decide to step back on their own? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We need to talk about this one. And make sure to subscribe to Dripzine, hit that like button, share this video, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next breakdown.